family and friends, hello. Happy Saturday and welcome to the auction of 58 Woodlands Grove. On behalf of our vendor, who I know is eagerly waiting inside to see which one of you is going to be the lucky buyer, we'd just like to say thank you for taking the time out of your Saturday morning to be here with us. For those that I have not met before, I am simply here to back up the brilliant work done by the Luke Magree team, of course. Luke, Riley, and where's Andre? There he is, always hiding behind a tree, and we proudly represent the O'Brien Real Estate Group. And what we offer you buyers, well, it is a property legally identified as volume 11065 and folio 624, which does stand proudly behind me, but is of course better known to all of the Frankston locals as number 58 Woodlands Grove. The goods, what is passing with the property upon the sale, well, that is everything of a fixed and permanent nature, including all fixed floor coverings, electric light fittings and window furnishings. We will be calling for a very simple 10% deposit upon your signing of the contract, with settlement to take place somewhere in the next 60 to 90 days' time. Now, if you have asked for variations to these terms and they have been agreed to prior to the start of today's auction, we do welcome your bidding under these revised terms. And the auction will be conducted in accordance with the rules and any additional conditions that have been made available for inspection prior to the start of today's auction. The auction rules do prohibit an auctioneer from accepting any bids or offers on the property once the property has been knocked down to the successful bidder. The vendors, they do have a reserve price, and as your auctioneer, I will indicate bidders upon request. The law does prohibit three things: false bids, major disruptions by bidders, and bidders attempting to prevent others from bidding, and does provide fines for this conduct. The rules do, however, permit vendor bids, and the words I will use to indicate I'm making a bid on behalf of the vendor are simply vendor bid, and by law, only I as your auctioneer can place a vendor bid. Buyers, now that we've got the formalities out of the way, at this stage of proceedings I get to share with you some of the many benefits of living in and owning such a gorgeous home as the one that stands behind me. Now, whether you've been looking for a week, a month, or maybe even a year for a new home, you've all heard of those buzzwords in real estate. Well, today we offer you a charming and character-filled home, and it's not a house, it is a home. It's somewhere that you can walk in that front door, unpack and just start living. All the hard work has been done for you. It sits proudly on the corner and will be the envy of all of your friends and family. If you wake up in the morning with a bit of a caffeine craving, unfortunately Taylor doesn't come with the home, maybe for a fee, get you away from the two young kids. She might come every Saturday if that's the case. You've got so many options as to where you're going to go for that early morning latte. You can literally go down the street to take care of your smashed avo, of course, in the mornings. Later on in the evening, if you feel like a bit of delicious dinner and a couple of cheeky drinks, again, Frankston CBD, well, that has you absolutely spoiled for choice. If recreation is what you're after, if you've got a four-legged friend within the family, one that's trying to pull you away from where you need to be or go and see the other owner, again, walking tracks, sporting ovals, it is all within a short distance of this front door. And Frankston's about the only place I've ever seen where the park calls itself beautiful. Beauty Park, it is just down the road and it is a gorgeous place to hang out. But back home, what an incredible opportunity that we have on offer. 3 great sized bedrooms, that central bathroom, again, all laid out over a single level, and I'm sure it would look at home on the pages of Instagram or maybe even Vogue with this gorgeously designed garden. Our vendor, she has absolutely loved every single moment of living at number 58. The buyers now, it's time to find its newest owners. We put it over to you, we look for that opening bid, that opening offer, buyers. Who wants to own it? At $700,000, and welcome in, ma'am. It's $700,000 on the left-hand side. And a good bid, good luck, hold tight. It's $700,000 on the left-hand side. I'm happy to take $20,000 lots from here to get you in front, but it's $700,000, no bids from birds, we're not in the 2000s. It's $700,000 on the left-hand side. We bid it away now, buyers. A quick auction is a good auction. At $700,000, usually the caffeination helps with the bidding. It's $700 now, $720, and welcome in, ma'am. At $720,000, is it quickly back now for $40, ma'am? We're at $720,000 front and centre. Is that a nod for $740? Yes, at $740, good bid. At $740,000, Andre, yell it out loud and clear. Give us a bit of enthusiasm. At $740 on the left-hand side, you're standing behind the tree again. At $740, ma'am, is it $760 for you? Yes, you can come to all my auctions. At $760,000, just say yes and think about it later. At $760, is it $780, ma'am, or maybe $800's got a nicer ring to it. But at $760,000, I'll slow it right down. Can't go in 5s just yet, ma'am. Happy to go in 10s if you'd like. Do you want to go to $770? Okay, at $770, does that make you $780, ma'am? $780, yes. At $780, ma'am. $790? At $780,000, We don't like east-west, we like north-south. At $780,000, front and centre. We bid of the way now, buyers. First call at $780,000, leading the race at this stage. On the left, happy to see you back in front. Second call at $780,000 only. Riley, are we in at this level? Third, final opportunity at $780,000, ma'am. Don't wait too long. They only get more expensive at auctions. They don't get cheaper. At $780,000, and ma'am, you can come to all my auctions just for the laughter behind you in the green shirt. I love the laughter. At $780,000, do we get you back aboard for maybe $790,000? You'll get your weekends back. No more realestate.com. No more domain, no more real estate agents. At $780,000 front and centre, we bid of the way buyers once at $780,000, twice at $780,000, now third. Final call at $790,000. Okay, just making me work for it today. At $790,000 on the left. 800, ma'am? 800, good bid at $800,000. Do we make it $810,000? Let's not wait that long between bids next time. We're at $800,000 front and centre now. We counted up those 3 times, buyers, and if you're waiting for me to have a halftime break, I usually don't need to with my auctions. At $800,000, my vendor's instructions are clear. At this level, we're going to be dealing exclusively with you. At $800,000, not on the market at this stage, buyers, but happy to see you back in front. Man, do we go to $810,000? At $800,000, I'll give you a moment to think once. At $800,000, front and centre. Andre's moved to your position. That usually means something's going to happen. Second call at $800,000. Now is your turn and now is your time, sir. Do we get back aboard? Third and final opportunity. At $800,000, we need to see you above this level, buyers, to keep the auction progressing. But at $800,000, ma'am, do we get you back aboard even for 5 here? Happy to see 805 as that next manoeuvre. But at $800,000, we'll slow it right down. We'll give you that ample opportunity to see, sir, are we in at this level? At this stage, we're going to be dealing exclusively front and centre. At $800,000, we'll give you a moment to think now once. At $800,000 only. Twice. At $800,000, it's with you now. Third and final call. At $800,000, front and centre. Luke, anything on the left-hand side? Now Luke's blocking. Now Luke is the tree. At $800,000. We need to know, Luke, is there any further action on this left-hand side? Sir, over the back as well at $800,000. I can't be clearer than that, buyers. We'll be having a halftime break. We'll go and pause and have a very quick chat with our highest bidder and the owners if we need to at this level. But at $800,000, it sits. Now is your turn and now is your time. If you've been waiting, the time has arrived. At $800,000, we go $805. Would you like to go $805? Yes, I'm a man of compromise. Let's go $805. Ma'am, do we swap the 5 and the 0 around, make it $850? It's got a much nicer ring to it. Can't get you that $810. Okay, at $810, we're going to chip away 5 by 5. At $810,000, do we make it $815, ma'am? $5,000. What's that between friends? You'll be off buying Christmas presents. At $810,000, it sits with you front and centre. Ma'am, you've said no to me before. At $810,000, do we get you back aboard? I'm sure your daughter's already picked her bedroom, ma'am. At $810,000, we need to know now once. At $810,000 in front. Second opportunity at $810 now. Third final call at $810,000. Boys, I'm just going to press pause button for one moment. We're going to go and have a chat with our highest bidder and, of course, our owners. I'll be back with you very shortly. Well, cheers, buyers. Thank you very much for your patience. I'm sorry that Taylor had packed up the coffee cart and there wasn't anything else available for you there to keep caffeinated, ma'am. We've got an increased position down in front at $850,000 confirming, and we are on the market. We play for keeps. So at $850,000, the home sells if there is no better bid. It sits with you, ma'am. We'll bid it up those 3 times and count it down now, but at $850,000, it sits on the market. It sells. First call at $850,000. Again, we give you that opportunity to jump back aboard. Second call at $850,000 front and centre now. Third, final opportunity at $850,000. No late bids, no late offers at $850. We are selling. We are selling. We are sold. Congratulations and welcome home. On behalf of Luke, Magree and O'Brien Real Estate, we thank you for your attendance, your attention. If we don't see you before Christmas, have a great time.